on what could be the market texture going ahead. But we also have Mr. Rajesh Palviya, Head Technical and Derivative Research at Axis Securities, joining us on the show. Rajesh, hi, good afternoon, and good to be speaking with you today. I don't know if you heard my colleague Ashresha highlighting this trend of how metals, IT, and real estate have done well in December, but banks have not done necessarily very well. Do you think this December that trend could reverse? Because IT continues to be strong, but banks too are showing some show of strength.
Good afternoon. Banking sector is clearly in uptrend, and I think the continuity of uptrend would be there in December series also for banking stocks. Also, as rollover data is also pointing out that long rollover has been shifted to this December series. So I think we may see continuity of banking stocks for December series also. Yes, we could witness some buying action in IT also. That sector is also showing sign of buying action from the lower level, and most of the IT stocks from lower level has shown some recovery. So I think yes, another sector where we could see some uptick is from the IT also. Some of the large cap IT stocks like TCAs are showing sign of buying interest. So accumulation activity is going on in these stocks. But yes, mid cap IT is looking one notch better from this space. So I think stock like Persistent, Coforge, LTI, Mindtree, all these stocks are showing a sign of strength on the near-term chart. So banking will continue, but IT can also show some uptick in December series, and I think a broader market may also showing a buying interest. So I think in the first half of December series, we believe that yes, this broader market may also perform well. So first half would be interesting for December month, as the rollover data is also positive. Nifty is holding the breakout level. Short covering has already played out in last couple of days. So I think there is a possibility that we could see further more uptick in the broader market also.
Okay, so that's what's looking good in the market going ahead. But to the markets once again, and Rajesh, amid a market like this, on the BTST basis, which stocks are looking good to you?
So Isni, GMR Airport is really in uptrend, and the way stock managed to give breakout above 100 level, I think this stock has potential to extend its gain. Now stock is negotiating with its previous swing high of August 2024. So I think on a long-term chart, the stock is now managed to give breakout. So we believe that 114 to 116 would be the next target for GMR Airport. On the downside, one needs to keep a stop loss around 104. The other stock where we are focusing is from the banking basket, and that's Federal Bank. Clear uptrend. Stock is making higher top, higher bottom formation. Stock is enjoying its all-time high trajectory. So outperformance is likely to be there in Federal Bank. We are projecting target of 266 to 268. On the downside, 253 needs to keep as a stop loss.
Yeah, that's the case coming in on some of the banking names. Just looking at some of the losers, and Gail, we should bring up that soundbite as well, because that's managed to cover some amount of that gap down that it's sitting at earlier today when it opened for trade. Having said that, it's still a good 4% lower as we speak right now, although lifted off from the session lows. MCX, the star performer, hit a life high, and today it's down about almost 4.5%. That's the case with IEX, with Suzlon, and SBI Life as well. Rajesh, your reading on the charts of some of these mega movers and MCX and even L&T Finance?
So overall structure for MCX is on the bullish side. Yes, there was some profit taking at higher level, but still, if I analyze on the near term chart, also stock is holding the strength on the near term chart also, despite this corrective move. On the downside, till stock is trading above 9900 level, I think trend is likely to remain on the bullish side. So 9990 needs to keep as a stop loss. Till these levels are intact, I think some pullback action we may witness going forward. But again, on the pullback, 10,200 would be the first supply zone. If it crosses, then I think furthermore upside we can see for MCX in the near term as well as on the short term perspective. LT L&T Finance is also in uptrend. Series of higher top, higher bottom formation is taking place. Comfortably, stock is holding about to all its near term, short term support area. So looking at this mild profit taking, I think even if you get opportunity around 305, 300 level would be again, good level to re-enter in this counter. And we believe that continuity of uptrend would be there, and 330 to 340 would be the next upward target we could see for L&T Finance also.
Okay, so those are some of the stocks that have made it to Rajesh's radar this afternoon. But on that note, we'll step into a very short break, and on the other side, we'll talk more about the market fundamentals and track the last 30 minutes of trade.